yeah, did it again. Oh, yeah, out with his friend. Oh, yeah, Chanel is the lens. Okay. With his friend finna get lit. I'm everything on they wish list. Which bag should I get? Which color should I pick? Any.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
Get ready.
A big play there on the catch and run. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Mitchell. Touchdown, Chargers. Elijah Mitchell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Hey, Tucson, I'm coming. Showing up, General.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 16 outlaw. Bravo. Watch the curl. Ready to go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
3, 2, 18. Chopper.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory, but I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want, and they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
61. Matchbox. Light. Golf. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike.
Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Protein spill.
To throw is Wilson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Wilson going to throw for it. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. To try again after the sack. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Returnable here from the 38. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that one going to come up short, low throw. So for the Chargers, it's their first meeting this year against the AFC champs. And these two division rivals, they go back to the AFL days. But this, Charles, kind of a measuring stick game, you feel like, for a young Chargers team.
It certainly is, because when you match up with Kansas City, who has dominated in recent years and feels like they'll continue to dominate for the foreseeable future, you've got to have a reason for optimism. And this team, under new management with a new head coach, and they feel like they've made some great strides in free agency in the draft. They feel like they can go ahead and start pursuing Kansas City once again.
On third down, Wilson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A tight one, 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Now Wilson on first down. It's caught here by Adams. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Davante Adams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. They'll try and throw for it. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of this...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
What you doing out there, boy?
Carlton Davis picks it.
How to take football?
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mayfield down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Airing it out deep for Woods. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for L.A. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
80 weapon. 80 weapon. Charlie. Ready, go.
Play action. It's Wilson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Azeez Ojulari in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Wilson's throw here pulled in by Galladay. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He hits Adams complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Check. Haywood. Mike 16. Who that? Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Yes. You mine. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's Wilson.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. final play of the half. Mayfield to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Check Mike 16. Now. Come on up. Mike 16. Mike 16.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Check Mike 16.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
16, Mike 16.
Now Wilson.
Here I come again.
Going up top for Cup. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Check hot route. Hot. Slip.
Chubb going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Chubb again. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Michelle diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Wilson going to throw for it. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Point it right. Breathe, defense.
Mayfield.
Here we go.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Let's go.
Mayfield now from the 50. And Woods has it complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And the Chiefs are going to get him. For the Sade Alurkin. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Mayfield.
Watch one. You must be treated.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Renfrow there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Mike 1.
They'll look to throw. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there for KC. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. First down, Mayfield. This is caught. It's Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On first and 10, Mayfield. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And again, it's Mayfield. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Boy, how do you let a guy get that wide open in a 2-minute drill?
There's absolutely no way that that's coached or taught. That's an absolute complete breakdown on that play.
Check 26, check 26. Alert, 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 alert. Here we go. Oh, run to the mic. Watch one, watch one. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Mayfield. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Run to the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Check, check. Lucky.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Check. Crunch. Hey, alert three.
Mayfield. And he's gonna be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a two-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, check Mike 16. You can't block me. Mike 16. Man out.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So this one in the win column for Kansas City.